Tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your professional background?
I've been self-employed probably for like 32 years now. Slowing down a little bit, kind of turning my company over to my son, flood restoration, carpet cleaning, mold remediation, that kind of stuff. It's been kind of a roller coaster for the last 30 plus years.
What ultimately has been your motivation for wanting to start making passive income?
Oh, it's always been my motivation. When I saw you, what you were all about, these people look like they're for real. I'm going to see what this is all about. I've seen all your videos at least twice.
Did you actually do the e-commerce route?
Well, $75,000 in, had my store all set up, ready to make that positive move. And bam, they shut down the store.
We were getting ready to purchase products, and then the company folded.
What became of the 75K?
They gave me the alternative. They had some other companies they could refer me to. They tried to do the right thing. But at that point, I was just like, do I even really want to mess with this at all anymore? That was my part of my retirement.
How did you ultimately hear about us? Was there a particular ad or a video that like actually got you interested?
Well, I'm always on Facebook scrolling through. One thing that really kind of hit me was that the girl that said this is like a lottery. And that there kind of rang a little bit of a bell. I've always wanted something like this. And I'm going to give it a good shot.
How did you actually feel before joining?
I felt excited before joining because I thought this looks like this is the real deal. I'm happy about this, and I think it's a good thing. And this whole operation here makes me excited. ATN, I'm pretty happy with it so far, and I think I'm going to get happier.
Were you maybe a little skeptical or afraid, or were you just excited all throughout the process?
I was skeptical in the beginning, but I just had that feeling. I'm still excited.
How was the setup with Julio?
Julio's good. When I call out to Julio, he's there pretty quick. And if he can't get back to me right away, hey, I'm on a conference call, or I'll call you back in a little bit. He's been Johnny on the spot.
What do you feel like ongoing communication's been like? I think you mentioned John. He's been Johnny on the spot, so to speak. So how is response times? How's the communication?
The communication with Julio has been fine, and that's all I can ask for. He says what he's going to do, and he does do it. And we had a couple little stumbling blocks in the beginning, just kind of getting set up. But as soon as we got that ironed out, it's been pretty smooth. It's coming together, and I think it's going to come together.
On your end, John, like you've tried other things before, and just based off of your experience, what ultimately makes you feel like ATN is actually different?
The fact that you guys seem to be more down to earth, not high pressure salesmen. And I feel like I'm talking to a friend more so than talking to a salesman.
You're comfortable when talking with Julio and interacting with him, which makes it a big difference.
Ultimately, how quickly did you actually start earning passive income?
I have to say within a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, probably, really.
Okay. So pretty much like, when you got set up, it was very shortly there.
Yeah, after I got set up and everything was smooth. Being so new into this, I look at this thing every day. I'm sure later on it'll be every other day. I like to get to the point where I just look at it once a month, but I'm not there yet on that. I'm trying to build up a little stability first. My goal is $10,000 a month. My next goal is going to be $20,000 a month. Either way you look at it, it's going to be a passive income, and I'm excited about it. And I'm patient, so I can be patient before I start taking it out. It'll be there for a little while.
How passive was ATN, or has ATN been for you after the onboarding phase? If you, like you said, you eventually want to get to be only checking it once a month, would you be able to do that and it still be going as smoothly as it is? Or like basically how passive has everything been? Are you actively involved? Are you working? Are you doing anything to make the money work?
No, this couldn't be any more passive really than it is.
And it's easy.
And, it's just a matter of, as far as anything I have to do, I really have to do very little, hardly anything at all. It's pretty simple. That's the simplest thing I've ever seen, actually, really, as far as not being hard.
Yeah. Compared to other ventures that you've tried, right? E-commerce, other businesses, where would you actually rank ATN compared to the other ones that you've actually tried?
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give ATN a number 10. You guys are doing a great job on your end, talk the talk, and you're walking the walk.
What are some of the things that maybe like you want to achieve? I think you mentioned it already. You said you want your next goal is to get to 10K a month, and then your goal after that shortly is going to be 20K per month. Based off of how things are going now, do you see yourself getting to that goal with us?
Yes, I can see that. I can see within less than a year, it's going to be the 100K. And then within the following year, it's going to be the 200.
100%. I love it. So let's just say somebody is watching or listening to this right now that may be a little bit on the fence, maybe a little skeptical because they've been burned before, like most of us have. Like anything that you would say about your experience or any insight that you would have to kind of have them, consider otherwise?
Well, I'd have to say anybody that gets involved in something like this has got to be willing to take a chance. That's all this is, a little bit of a gamble. And if you're willing to take a chance, take a gamble, I think in the long run, you and we all are going to be happy. So take the chance, take the gamble.
How likely would you be to recommend us?
I'll be highly recommending. I'm actually already kind of recommending you to a few friends and things like that. But as I get a little bit further into this and they start seeing really what's going on, I got a feeling that they might be jumping on board if possible as well. I think I made the right decision, and I hope there'll be some of my friends will jump on board and do the same.
Why should someone actually take action right now?
Well, if you're on the fence, leaning one way or the other way, I think you should lean towards the ATN way and take the chance. Why should you do that? It's because that's what life is. Life is full of chances and full of gambles, and we have to feel it within ourselves. If it feels good, you just got to take the chance and go for it. If you're too far on the fence and you're not too sure, then maybe this might not be for you. This is an opportunity. I feel it's an opportunity for me, and I feel it could be an opportunity for anyone else out there who's willing to step off that fence to the right instead of the left.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, that's perfect, John. And definitely, something that we appreciate always is genuine and honest feedback. So that's really all we have for today. I really appreciate you taking the time, both of you, for taking the time with me.
All right,
It was nice meeting you, Aaron.
Aaron, nice meeting you, and nice talking to you again. And look forward to our next talk.